In today's episode, we'll be installing the VXTuning Gen2 headlights, showcasing all the features in these headlights, and installing the European leveling motors. Trust me guys, you are not going to want to miss this episode. These headlights are a game changer for your nighttime driving. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Welcome back guys to another 3-Pedal Garage video. My name is Andrew and these headlights in front of me are the new VXTuning Gen2 headlights. Many of you guys may own the Gen 1 version of these headlights. So we figured it would be good to start this video by doing a comparison between the Gen 2s here and the old Gen 1s. The first comparison, and probably the biggest comparison between these systems, are the Gen 2s are 100% LED system, while the Gen 1s are an HID system mixed with incandescent light bulbs. This allows actually the Gen 2s to be 100% plug and play. You do not need now any of the igniters, you do not need the ballast, the relays, or any of the extra harnesses for the HID system. This makes it a way cleaner system overall and way easier to install. The second point, the Gen 2s have a 3-inch bi-LED projector, while the Gen 1s, they had a 2.5-inch bi-Xenon projector. The third point, the Gen 2 reflectors are made like an OEM reflector out of a bulk composite molding material. This is actually really good because it's a lot more rigid, stronger, and it lasts a lot longer. The fourth point, the Gen 2s have a completely new design for their projector mounting system. This system is a universal mount. The Gen 1s were not a universal mounted system. The fifth and final comparison point are the Gen 2s have a brand new DRL turn signals built into these headlights. The Gen 1s did not have this feature. This was a very popular modification to do for the OEM European headlights. The major problem with it, the turn signals would be on all the time and would cause a lot of heat inside the headlights and could cause damage. So VXTuning took these headlights, completely redesigned them, and put in a dual filament LED into the turn signal. This allowed for a high output and a low output frequency to allow for this to stay cool. The low frequency is used for the DRL functionality, while the high frequency is used for the turn signals. The best part, if you guys do not like this feature, in the back of the headlight, there is a clip. You just unplug that clip, reseal the headlights, and the DRL functionality will go away just as the OEM headlights would work. So guys, to wrap this up, not to rag on the Gen 1 headlights, they are a great set of headlights. The technology just that has come along since the Gen 1s have come out has advanced so far that the Gen 2s are just way superior of a beast of a headlight than what the Gen 1s are. We just wanted to really highlight what these differences are so you guys can see for yourself. Before we get into the install process, I want to highlight all the customizable features on the Gen 2 headlights. This is, I personally believe, one of the best reasons to go with the VXTuning headlights. There are so many customizable options that just put these headlights far above any other aftermarket company out there. To start out, we're going to mention the 3 options of headlight housings you can get. The first option is an OEM European style headlight housing. The second option is a full blacked out housing, and the third and final option that we have here are the 20th anniversary style housings. The second customizable option are the projector beam patterns. These can be configured in 2 options, for a left-hand drive car and a right-hand drive car. The third customizable option are the reflector lenses. We have 2 options. We have here the amber reflectors and you have a clear reflector. It's important to note that the clear reflectors actually have an amber reflector behind the clear lenses and they will appear a slight tinge of amber. The fourth option are the headlight leveling motor kit. We have them actually installed in these headlights and we're going to go into more details on these actual leveling motors later on in the video. The fifth option is a demon die. For all of you guys who do not know what a demon die is, it's a backlit LED within the projector. They come in 2 different options, a single color or an RGB color. This can be remotely operated. The sixth option is a halo or an angel eye. This is an actual ring around the headlight projector. This option is available in a white, amber, or RGB color range. The seventh and final option is the personal lens etching service. This option allows you to send VXTuning a JPEG of any logo you want and they can etch it onto your headlights. A lot of people I have been seeing doing actually R32 logo etching on the headlights. I think it's really cool overall, and if it's an option that you want, you can get that done for your headlights. It's really important to note though, this laser etching service will not allow you though to cast that logo out in front of the car. It's just gonna be visible on the headlight itself. So guys, that is all the customizable options available on the Gen 2 headlights. If you guys are wanting just the base headlights, that will come with the plug-and-play headlights, the LED bulbs, and the glass lenses. Pricing for these headlights can fluctuate depending on the style and also all the customizable features you get. So go check VXTuning's website for all the updated pricing. So without further ado guys, now the part you all been waiting for. Let's get into the installation of these headlights. To start, here's a list of all the tools you are going to need to install the headlights on the Mark IV platform. We will start the install by removing the front bumper. Remove the T25s in the wheel well and the T25s holding on the under tray. Next, remove the T30s under the front grille. Remove the grille to access the climate sensor and two 10mm nuts. Last, remove the side markers. Now you guys can remove your old headlights and install the new Gen 2s. So guys, now that we have the bumper off the R32, it is time to install the headlights. Super simple. If you guys have the base plug-and-play system, you will just put the headlights in, screw them down, plug them in the back, and then adjust the cutoffs for the headlights. If you guys have the leveling motors like we have them in this car, there are going to be a few additional steps. With the kit, you are going to receive a 10 to 10 pin power harness, and you're also going to receive a leveling switch harness. These are going to have to be placed into the car. They're actually pretty easy to install. We thought they'd be more difficult, but there's a great diagram on how to do this, which we'll put in the description below. This signal harness will have to run all the way up into the car to where your light dimming switch is. That light dimming switch will have to be replaced with the OEM European light dimmer switch. That will have the leveling adjustments on it. This does not come included in the kit, so you will have to buy that separate from VXTuning. Just a little background on the leveling motors themselves. This is a European OEM option. It was never available in North America. If you guys are going for that OEM European look, this is a great option for you guys to include in your headlights. Basically what it does, it allows you to adjust the cutoffs of the headlights from inside the car. So if you have, say, a lot of weight in the rear of the car and the front of the car is pointing upwards, you can lower the cutoff manually using that switch with inside the car. These are not an auto leveling system. So without further ado guys, let's go ahead, get this installed, and I'll show you guys how to go about wiring everything up in the car. So to start with the leveling install, remove the light dimmer and headlight switch. You will need a set of pin removal tools to depin the old light dimmer switch and repin it to the new signal harness provided. You will need to attach the red wire on the signal harness to the yellow with red stripe wire number 56 on the headlight switch harness. This will send power to the new leveling switch. Next, you will feed the signal wire harness through the firewall and up to the headlights. You will get a 10 to 10 power pin harness in the kit. You will need to pin the harness into pin slot 5, which will be empty. Now you can just simply plug the harness into the headlights and the car body harness, screw down the headlights, and prepare to adjust the cutoffs. So guys, now that the headlights are installed, if you guys have any question about the full installation process, feel free to put a comment down below. We'll answer any comments or any questions you guys have about the installation process. The next thing you guys are gonna have to do is do the cutoff alignment for these headlights. The good thing, these headlights are laser aligned from the factory from VXTuning, so there should be very little adjusting that needs to be done. What you need to do is take your car, bring it outside, put it about 18 to 20 feet away from a wall. You're going to want to hand tighten all of the set screws around the outside of it so you can still move the headlight. You are then going to want to measure from the projector to the ground, and you're going to want to take that measurement, go to the wall, and measure from the ground up to the cutoff. They should be the exact same height. If they are not, you're gonna wanna move the headlights to try to get that cutoff to be the exact same height as what the projector is. If you're unable to do that, in the rear there are 2 screws that you can adjust the actual height of the projector to get everything just right. Once everything's correct and done, we're gonna slap the bumper back on, take the car out for a drive, and the headlights should look something like this. Okay guys, now let's show you a quick comparison between the OEM US spec R32 headlights and the new Gen 2s. First, let's show you guys the low beams. Next, let's show you the high beams. The turn signals. No city lights, but DRL feature. US OEM city lights. And hazards. So guys, after going for that ride, what do you guys think about the VXTuning Gen 2 headlights? Do you guys think that output is better than the Gen 1s or even the OEM headlights? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below if you guys think these headlights are worth it. So now that everything is working and everything, I want to give you guys just a few notes about these headlights. The first thing to note, if you guys live in Europe and you have a Xenon equipped Mark IV, these headlights are built for halogen cars. So these will not just directly plug up. If you guys want to though, they do have a solution. There is a 12 to 10 pin power harness that you guys can buy from VXTuning's website or kufatech.com. It's simple, you just plug both sides of the harness in and everything will work as planned. Very nice. If you guys do look on eBay though for these power harnesses, you will find another 12 to 10 pin power harness. It's important to note though that these harnesses are meant for US cars to adapt to European OEM headlights. They are not interchangeable and they will not work on your cars. So make sure you guys buy the correct harness. Second, contrary to popular belief, headlights actually have ventilation systems built into them. Whether they're aftermarket or OEM, there's no difference. They all have ventilation systems in them. With these ventilation systems though, moisture can get into the headlights and can cause fogging around the glass of the headlight housing. This is completely normal and all you guys need to do is go drive your car. That will actually get rid of the moisture. It will allow air to come into the headlight, circulate around, and it will pull all that moisture out. So if you guys do see fogging on your headlights, just go drive your car. The third and final point that I'd like to mention are the Gen 2s having a very long wait time. This is mostly due to just the whole supply chain issue that has been happening throughout 2019, all the way up to now. A lot of these parts have been really hard to get for Mike and his team, which has obviously caused a lot of these pre-orders to just wait and wait and wait to be shipped. Currently, Mike and his team are working around the clock to try to get these headlights out to all the pre-orders. Once all those are completed, the goal is to have the Gen 2s have a 2-week turnaround time, meaning from when you guys order to out the door, it would take 2 weeks. So hopefully within the next couple of months, this can actually happen and you guys can then order your headlights and get them fairly quickly. So guys, now for my review. As you can tell, I absolutely love the Gen 2 headlights. The clarity that you guys get out of these headlights are a night and day difference. Like literally, it's crazy when you guys are driving down the road and how far you could see ahead. It's probably about double the distance of what the OEM R32 headlights can do. It just makes night driving a lot more pleasant of an experience overall. The other part, the way that these headlights are made and the materials that are put into it, it's just an OEM style package, which I love that Mike and his team has put so much time into developing it and making these a plug-and-play system, not like that old Xenon equipped with all the wiring making such a mess inside of the engine bay. They've really put time into this and you can really see with how the product is made. The final part that I like is all the customizable options. As you could tell, we've talked about them already in this video, and not a lot of headlight companies provide all those customizable options that Mike provides at VXTuning. If I could go back and redo these headlights, I would definitely add the demon eyes and the halos into these headlights. I think they're really cool options. I wish I optioned them out originally, but hey, we're gonna live with what we have now, and we're gonna rock them and enjoy the headlights. Thank you for watching the video. If you guys like the video, feel free to subscribe. Of course, hit the like button and share with other Volkswagen enthusiasts. If you guys wanna see more content, go check the videos out over here somewhere. And as always, my name's Andrew. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.